Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 30th of April, 1982. And the title is Merge All Expansion into a Point. Bap Dada comes into this corporeal body and world in order to take everyone far away from this body and this world. The resident of the faraway land comes to make everyone into a resident of the faraway land. This body will not go to the faraway land. Pure souls will go to their land with their Father. Are you ready to go with Him? Or is there still something remaining for you to pack up? When you move from one place to another, you pack up all the expansion and transform everything. So what preparations do you need to make to go to the faraway land, your sweet home? All expansion has to be merged into a point. Have you imbibed the powers to accommodate and pack up to this extent? According to the time, if you receive Bap Dada's direction to go with him in a second, would you be able to merge the expansion in a second? Are you able to become detached from all the different activities of your body, your worldly activities, the activities of service, the activities of your thoughts, and sanskars of your own weaknesses that still remain? Have you become loving in order to go with the Father? Or would some activities pull you towards themselves? Have you moved away from all sides of all the different activities? Or will some of those sides become your temporary support and distance you from the Father's support and His company? When you have the thought that you now have to go, or you receive the direction that you now have to go, then would you be able to fly by stabilizing yourself on the double light seat? Have you made such preparations? Or would you think that you still have to do this and that? Are you able to use the power to pack up? Or will you remember the expansion of my service, my center, my students, my worldly family, or my worldly work? You won't have this thought, will you? You present a drama in which you have different thoughts about the things that you have to do before you return. In the same way as in that drama, you won't be deprived of the right to a seat returning back home with the Father, will you? At present, you are going into a lot of expansion. What is the sign of going into expansion? After a tree is grown fully, then it merges into the seed. So service now is growing very fast, and it has to grow. However, to the extent that it is growing, those who are going to go with the Father should not forget to become detached from the growth and be loving to one they are going to go with. Make sure that no strings of attachment still remain on any side. The strings on all sides should always be loose. Therefore, take leave of everyone in advance. For instance, before they die, people here carry out their final ceremonies that they want carried out. Therefore, they have bade farewell. In the same way, bid farewell to the bondages of all activities in advance. Celebrate the final ceremony in advance. Constantly keep the flying seat of the flying stage ready. In today's world, when a war starts in any country, they have all the facilities ready for the king or president of that country to leave the country. At that time, there isn't any margin even to issue an order to get something ready. As soon as they receive a signal of war, they run. What would happen otherwise? Instead of being a king or president, they would become jailbirds, souls who are instruments and have temporary rights also have to make all preparations in advance. So who are you? You are the hero actors of the confluence age. That is, you are special souls. You also need to have all preparations ready at that time. Do you not? Or will you make preparations at that time? You are only going to receive a margin of 1 second. So, what will you do at that time? You won't even have any margin to think. Those who think, should I do this or not? I should do this. I should do that, will become part of the procession instead of companions. And so, is the stage of your vehicle of the subtle body ready? That is the vehicle of the stage of being free from the bondage of karma, karmatit, the final vehicle with which you will fly with the Father in a second. Ready? Or are you counting how much time you still have? This is still to happen. That will happen, and after that, this will happen. You are not thinking in this way, are you? Make all your preparations. You may also adopt facilities for service. You may even make new plans. However, don't tie strings to the sides and then leave them. While being involved in all the activities, don't forget to become a lotus. Don't forget the preparations for returning home. In the facilities for service, don't forget the vehicle of your final stage. That is, the elevated means of becoming loving and detached. Do plenty of service, but don't let go of the specialty of becoming detached. There is now a need for this practice. You either become completely detached or you become completely loving. Therefore, maintain a balance of being loving and detached. Do service, but do it while being detached from the consciousness of mine. Do you understand what you have to do? You are now preparing new strings while the old ones are being broken. Even while understanding everything, you are trying new strings because they are sparkling strings. So, what do you have to do this year? Bapdada sees, as the detached observer, the games of the children. You are going ahead of each other in the race of the bondage of strings. Therefore, while amidst the expansion, maintain the form of the essence. At present, the quantity of the result of service is very good, but now there should be qualities in that quantity. Quantity is needed in the task of establishment. However, would you like it if there were an expanse of leaves on the tree, but no fruit? Should there be fruit and flowers, or just leaves? The leaves are the decoration of the tree, and the fruit is the source of life for all time. Therefore, make every soul the form of instant and practical fruit. That is, especially make them into embodiments of the experience of virtues and powers. The method is good, but pay special attention to teaching them the method of constantly becoming powerful souls who are destroyers of obstacles, as well as enabling growth. Also pay special attention to teaching them the way to become embodiments of success. They will become loving and cooperative according to their capacity, but pay greater special attention to them so that they become powerful souls who are able to face their obstacles and old sanskars and become Mahavirs. Now, increase the quantity of air quality souls who have a right to self-sovereignty and so world sovereignty. Many have become servers, but now bring on to the world stage souls who are complete with all powers and specialties. This year, become an embodiment of experience and a mine of experiences and give the great donation of making all souls into embodiments of experience, so that on the basis of their experience, every soul becomes like Angat. Not that they are moving along, doing that, listening, relating, etc., but instead they should be singing that they have attained the treasure of experience and swing in the swing of happiness. This year, as well as enthusiasm for service, enthusiasm for the flying stage should also increase. Together with enthusiasm for service, celebrate such a festival that your enthusiasm remains imperishable. Do you understand? Constantly have enthusiasm for the flying stage and increase everyone's enthusiasm. This year, each one of you has to keep the aim of serving souls of different professions and make each one of them belong to the Father and bring a bouquet of souls of the variety of professions in front of the Father. All of you are spiritual roses. The tree can be of a variety in which there are VIPs, souls of different occupations, ordinary people, and also villagers. However, with the mind of experiences, make everyone into an embodiment of experience and attainment and bring them to the Father. Such ones are called spiritual roses. Make a bouquet, but don't allow there to be any consciousness of mine. My bouquet is the best of all. Otherwise, they won't be able to become spiritual roses. When you have any consciousness of mine, the bouquet wilts. Therefore, consider them to be Baba's children. Forget that they are yours. If you make them yours, you will distance those souls from their unlimited rights. No matter how great a soul is, a soul cannot be said to be omniscient, all knowledgeful. They are not called oceans. Therefore, don't deprive any souls of their unlimited inheritance. Otherwise, later on those souls will complain that those who made them belong to them, thereby deprived them of it. At that time, you won't be able to bear their cries of sorrow. Their cries of sorrow will be coming from a heart filled with sorrow. Therefore, pay special attention to understand this special aspect. You may do special service. Use whatever powers you have, the power of your body, the power of your mind, the power of your wealth, the power of cooperating, even the power of time for a powerful task. Don't think about the future. You accumulate however much you use. Do you understand what you have to do? Use all your powers. Constantly fly in the flying stage and also take others into the flying stage. You have also received a slogan for enthusiasm, have you not? This year, celebrate a double festival, and all of you also prepare a bouquet of spiritual roses. Those who have come here today are also a variety bouquet. Souls have come from everywhere. This is now the variety bouquet from this land and abroad, is it not? Double foreigners have also claimed a share in the last dip. Bap Dada is congratulating you for coming here. All of you have received congratulations, and so all of you have met, have you not? Have all of you met? You have received congratulations. So, what else remains? Doli. Therefore, all of you come in a line and take your doli. Such a time will also come, since you are building such a big hall. What will the condition then be? The same system cannot continue for all time. This time, Baba especially satisfied the complaint of the children from Bharat. Every season has its own customs and systems. Just see what happens next year. If Baba were to tell you now, there wouldn't be any pleasure. All of you will come with a bouquet, will you not? Bring quality, because together with quantity, you will be given a number on the basis of the quality. Even the politicians are very clever in gathering a crowd. There should be quantity, but with quality. Bring such a bouquet. Don't bring a bouquet of just leaves. Acha? To those who are ever ready with their final vehicle, to those who are great donors in making all souls embodiments of experience, to the souls who are constant instruments to give others the unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father, the bestower of blessings and the bestower of fortune, to those who together with creating server souls also make them powerful, to those who achieve success together with expansion by using the right method, to those who do service equal to that of the Father and are detached from service and are loving and will go with the Father to such close and equal souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Meeting servers. One are instrument servers who give souls the Father's introduction and enable them to claim a right to their inheritance, and the other are servers of the yajna. At this time, all of you are playing the part of serving the yajna. You know very well that the importance of serving the yajna is so great. How much importance is there in each grain of the yajna? Each grain is as valuable as a gold coin. If someone does as much as a grain of service, he earns and accumulates an income as valuable as a gold coin. So you didn't do service, but accumulated an income. Firstly, your servers at present receive the chance to stay in Madhuban, the land of blessings, and secondly, you received the fortune of being in a constantly elevated atmosphere, and thirdly, you received the fortune of constantly earning an income. You servers automatically receive so many types of fortune. Do you do service considering yourselves to be such fortunate servers? Do you have such spiritual intoxication in your awareness? Or do you forget this while you are serving? Servers can become instruments for making others enthusiastic through their own elevated fortune. All the servers remained free from obstacles for however long they remained engaged in service, free from obstacles even in their mind. When there is no types of obstacles or upheaval, it is known as being an embodiment of success in service. No matter how much upheaval of sanskars and situation there is, those who are constantly with the Father and who constantly follow and see the Father constantly remain free from obstacles. However, if you look at other souls or follow other souls, there will be fluctuation. The basis of attaining success in the service that servers do it to see the Father and follow the Father. So did all of you serve with an honest heart? How is your chart of remembrance while serving? Acha, you created your elevated fortune. The result is good. You are very fortunate souls because you received the chance to serve the yajna. Therefore, perform such a task that your memorial is created and that whenever there is a need, only you are called. Those who serve tirelessly accumulate the fruit of the present and also the future. All of you played your part very well. Blessing, may you be one in a solitude and with the power of silence. Find a solution to all problems in a second. Any new or powerful inventions are always created underground. Here, to be in solitude means to go underground. Whatever time you have, even while performing actions, listening to and relating knowledge, or when giving directions, go into silence and beyond this world of the body and even beyond the consciousness of the body. The stage of practicing this, experiencing this, and giving others this experience will solve all problems. Through this, you can give anyone the experience of peace or power within a second. Through this stage, whoever comes in front of you will experience visions. Slogan: to step away from wasteful and sinful thoughts and to stay in the soul conscious stage is to be accurately linked in yoga. Om Shanti.